Have you ever seen a fire red lens tint on Transitions Ruby? Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? It is your friendly neighborhood optician, Daniel Brunson. You have landed on the Hicks Brunson Eyewear YouTube channel, where we like to talk about all things eyewear related. So if you want more content about independent eyewear designs, new frame releases, lens technology, transitions, lenses, you are in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. All right, now let's talk about the topic of today. We're going to talk about custom tinted transitions lens that we did lately, and all of you out there have gone crazy over the new Transitions Gen S Ruby color. The Gen S, I have a whole separate video for the release of Gen S, and the story on the Gen S technology is so much faster to change from light to dark and from dark to light. 2 minutes to fully dark, just under 30 seconds to, excuse me, I got that backwards. 30 seconds to fully darken, and just under 2 minutes to fade back to clear, which is lightning fast compared to previous generations. But the big news is the Ruby color, and so many of our clients have been just loving the Ruby color in different ways we can customize it. So one of our clients who wanted something done like this, when he saw one of our other videos about this, he sent me one of his own frames. He has a Jacques Mage frame, and it's this beauty right here. This is called Thundercloud by Jacques Mage, and I really like the detail work on these. Hats off to Jacques Mage, beautiful Japanese acetate, 9-barrel titanium hinge. Now, 9 barrels, maybe that's a little bit of overkill, but I love it. Beautiful work, beautiful craftsmanship, and what better look than this thick black oversized frame to do something so cool like this. So I'm going to show you what we did. We have a lens tint in our lens tint catalog here at Hicks Brunson Eyewear that is called Fire Red. Hopefully you can see it pretty well right there. It's Fire Red. So we did a gradient version of it. We had 35% the density. We'll talk about tint densities. Maybe we'll take just a second to talk about tint densities. If you've been wanting an indoor tint, tint densities come in percentages. So what we did here with the Fire Red, this is a 35% density or darkness. So 30% is technically a category 1, an indoor tint. It's going to be light enough to be worn indoors, but dark enough so that others can see it when you are wearing it. So they can see the color on you. Anything lighter than a 1 or a 30%, you'll be able to see the color when you hold it against a white background. But you won't really be able to see, like others won't really be able to see the color when it's worn on your face. So if you want people to be able to see the color on you, you want it dark enough for that, but light enough to still wear indoors. 30% density is right in the sweet spot. We took these just a little bit past 30%. We did 35%, and really wanted that Fire Red to show. We did a fade, so it fades to about a 15% in the bottom, and it's just a beautiful look. Now, those of you that want something a little bit darker, then you could go to 40%, 50% would be like a category 2, like an indoor-outdoor. That's going to be too dark for most people's preferences to be worn indoors. And then about 80% is when you're kind of talking all the way category 3 outdoor sunglass. And we joked the other day, like 99%, 100%, those are the eclipse glasses. Like you're not going to see nothing through a lens that's 99% density unless you're looking at the sun, and then you can see the sun, and that's the only lens that's safe to look at the sun at. Don't ever look at the sun with any other glasses. So let's talk about this. This is, like I mentioned, Fire Red. And I hope we can see it good enough here because these temples are so thick. But I want you to really get a view for that Fire Red density. We did a gradient version of it, so it fades to a lighter shade at the bottom. And what we did was Transitions Ruby. And we used a nice digital single vision lens. So our client is going to have super sharp optical clarity throughout all points in the lens. So just going to hit it with the UV light. Transitions Gen S doesn't take too long to darken up, especially not when you blast it with the UV flashlight. All right, now let's take a look at these bad boys. Oh, look at that. So when you have a ruby base tint like I showed you before, that is only in the 30-35% range, it's going to be completely absorbed by, excuse me, when you have the fire red base tint, whatever base tint you've got, if it's that light like we did it, just light enough to see, it's going to be completely absorbed by the transitions color. So now all you see is that nice transitions ruby. Really plays well off of the polished black acetate of the frame, creates just a really cool look. And for those of you that are more interested in what the ruby color is like, I do a deeper dive into the transitions ruby color on one of my other videos that I'll link to down in the box. If you want to see what it looks like when it goes from clear to ruby, or if you want to see what it looks like looking through the ruby, I have been a fan of the ruby since I first looked through it because it reminds me so much of the Rudy Project Racing Red color, which is just great for sports eyewear. Any kind of red frame or amber color, red tint, ruby tint, amber color tints. Ambers and reds really enhance contrast and clarity. So what that means is if you want a sharp, crystal clear view of the road, you want to see every contour, every crevice, every pebble, it's just great for that. I mean, and that's a pretty nice feature to have in your everyday glasses as well as in your sports glasses. If you got glasses that you plan on doing a lot of walking, riding, cycling, running, whatever it is that you do, the red color tones are just really soothing to look through. Now, they're not for everybody. Some prefer more neutral-based color tones like grays and graphite greens. Those are colors that aren't going to change your view of the world too much. They're going to keep colors of the world neutral, where rubies and brown tones will kind of shade things in a rose tint or shade things in a brown tint, but they're real soothing and they really do sharpen up visual clarity. And come on, they create such a cool look. And, you know, I don't know, the amount of time I've been talking, it's probably been a couple of minutes, and this Gen S is probably pretty much back to its clear state, which would be down more to the base fire red gradient tint that we did here. So this was a pair of glasses that we had a lot of fun making recently. And if you've got an idea for a pair of tinted transitions glasses that you might like to do, we'll make ways available to contact us in the box down below. You can shoot us an email and let us know if you're interested in having something done. We have lots of great eyewear to shop on our website as well at hicksbrunson.com. We'll make those links available, as well as links to our blog where we talk about all these things. Thank you so much for joining me today in this video. As I said, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and I will see you in the next video.